What's rocking, guys? Welcome to episode 8 of my SU track crew. So definitely going to be an interesting episode here. As you can see, you saw Zardes at the start. I will be bringing him in. I didn't get much feedback on him in the previous episode, but I think it's just a very logical decision for a decent price. Of course, Boymans is in tremendous form, so we could end up seeing a big offer for him possibly, so we'll see how that goes. Of course, he'll be a good backup at the least, but of course he could definitely contribute. We'll see how things go if we'll move him up top and have Ruben playing at center attacking mid next season in this narrow diamond formation. But it's a huge match against AZ. We could actually move level on points with PSV, but of course they're in a great spot, so it's going to be tough even if we do catch up, essentially because of that big goal differential. So we really have to try to grab some more goals, but it's going to be very difficult either way to catch up to the goal differential, I have to say. But you see Ayoub is back here in the lineup after being out for a bit with an injury, so nice to have him back as he's such a promising young player and really helps our squad out in all facets. But you see a big chance on this cross right here. He's going to get a header on it, but he's just going to hit it on the wrong side of the post. So again, AZ really came out tough in this matchup. A lot of chances, but of course our keeper was tremendous, staying big and making some nice saves throughout this matchup. So big props to him so far. Hopefully he can continue to come up big. We see a big chance for Ayoub, played through, is going to hit that right at the keeper. A big chance to go up in this match. Of course, this is a away fixture, so it had been a pretty solid chance to but been huge to grab 3 points is what I'm trying to say, but again, that's a good chance missed, unfortunately. So we really did not have too many chances. Really, AZ dominated this game, so going away with a point would be huge. That's another big save there to keep things level. That's huge from our keeper again. He's done great so far since he stepped in for Robin Ruiter, who of course we sold in the last episode. So this is actually how the match would end. It would be a 0-0 draw, and we'll actually take it and run with it because we probably deserve to lose that game considering all the chances AZ had. But Savage actually went out of that game late with an injury. He's going to be out for 5 days, so he's going to be on the bench for this matchup here. While we will have actually our another new signing, Sonnes from Rosenborg, is going to step in for him in the center defensive mid spot there. But of course we're still in a decent spots, but it's only 2 Champions League spots essentially. So I'd really like to aim for Champions League. It's gonna be tough, but Europa League wouldn't be bad either. As you'll see here, again, like I said, Sonnes is going to step in at center defensive mid role. I may end up moving Cesar Fuentes to center mid again because he's just not a good crosser and the like, and of course crossing is kind of a big part of our game, so we'll see how things go. But a good ball played here to Ruben. What a nice little shot taken on the first time essentially, but a good save. He just could not curl that around enough, unfortunately, to get a tremendous goal. But Barazai is going to come down the wing. He did a great job, of course, tracking backwards. He's going to play the ball here to Koum. He's going to send this ball into Boymans. It's going to hit the crossbar. It's going to fall back to him. He's going to nod it back in. So a great goal from him. Probably deserved it at first glance and should have scored that first glance, but could not, unfortunately. As you'll take a look again, just falls right to him, and it's going to be a nice goal from him as we go up earlier against Excelsior. But they are going to come back tremendously. It's pretty close to after we scored this goal, that first goal, as you can kind of expect from the computer from time to time in those close matchups. But then to come down the wing, send this cross in here, just cannot win that header, unfortunately. So Marquette could not win that, and they're going to tie the game back up fairly quickly. So it's definitely going to be a very interesting matchup. You can tell with how this kind of that seesaw effect in games from time to time. It's going to be a very interesting fixture, but hopefully we can hold on, bounce back after having this equalizer scored on us and grab the 3 points. But you see here, ball's going to be played here to Barazait. He's going to cut back in. He's going to take a shot. Again, pretty close after that goal. We almost got the rebound as well there, so a good chance there, but unfortunately we could not take it completely. But Koum did a great job overlapping this matchup from that left back spot. But you'll see some nice little bit of play. Ball's going to fall back to Ruben. He's going to cut back in. Really should be finishing that, but that's a big save regardless. So pretty unlucky, but either way, he probably could have done a little bit better converting that chance. You'll see them coming back again with a chance here late in the second half, but a great tackle there, as again they're trying to come back at home and grab something, but Koum does a good job intercepting the ball. Just a big run. He had a huge game overlapping essentially from this left back spot. He's going to play the ball here to Rubio. Ruben is going to cut back, beat his defender. He's going to send this ball in, and Barazait is going to win that header. What a goal there. Tremendous work from Ruben. Of course, they've been playing that center and that striker role off and on with that center attacking mid role, but he's definitely kind of that secondary striker who can help provide for you as well as score some goals. So great from him for grabbing an assist on a huge goal that will put us ahead in this matchup. Snakar Barzait was out with a knock for a while before, but you'll see we do end up grabbing the win here, and what was a pretty tough match, of course, in this snow game, but we will take it as we do have a matchup against Go Ahead Eagles coming up. So we'll see how we can bounce back here. Hopefully we can grab another 3 points in what could be a very tough fixture, as they are fairly low down the table, as you'll see in a second here. But so team against these type of teams is always pretty difficult. Of course, they don't have to worry about relegation in this game because it's a closed league. They don't have the second division of the Netherlands in this game. But again, we're going to come back with the same formation. Essentially, we're going to have Savic back starting in the middle. He's such a big presence. I don't show too many highlights of him, but he's just gigantic, 6'4", and he just really protects the center back so well. But you'll see here, either way, they really dominate this game. I have to say, Go Ahead Eagles. But a good chance here on goal. We'll see what happens as the ball is going to be deflected out. A huge save again. Our keeper has been coming out big for us, so you see them coming down the wing again. Good chance here. Going to win the header, but it's going to go over the bar, so we miss. We basically get away with one there, as you know, they're just again completely dominating the game, but we have no answers right now, cannot respond. But a good ball back here in the middle. The ball is going to fall back, and look at that chance. It's going to hit off of the post, but looks like they may have another shot here. Being the defender is going to cut back to his left foot, put that in. It looks like it deflected off, and they're going to score that goal there. You'll take a look at it again. It was definitely a deflection, as you'll see, deflected off of our guy, and it's going to fall for a pretty simple volley. But either way, he had to do a lot to get it right, so we had to try to come back and hold on, try to grab an equalizer, as again there's just coming back and really controlling the game. Essentially, we have not had much happen all for us in our favor, but it looks like things will change. Verbeek actually comes on as a sub, as we're playing more of a wide formation. This ball is being played here back to Verbeek. He's going to have some space, going to take the shot. Rebound is going to fall to Boymans, and he's going to equalize the game here. So even just going away with a point would be huge, but we need to grab 3 points against the side because we want to get that Champions League spot. That would be absolutely huge in our first season. But either way, Boymans does a great job showing some poaching ability to grab his 16th goal of the season. What a season from him so far, of course. But we're going to have a huge chance. A big mistake. They sent up their entire team, it looks like. And Aller, who came on as a sub as well, is going to beat the defender, beat the keeper, and slot that in easily. So we basically get handed this game, I have to say. But I'll take it. It's kind of like a balancing effect for every other crazy game you have in career mode. So either way, it's a great finish for us, as Aller grabs his second goal of the season so far. Of course, he's not played much. He played a bit recently when Barzait was out, and we moved Ruben to center attacking mid, but it was okay. But either way, we grab the 3 points, and that's what matters most here, as we are going to continue to try to get closer to PSV. But you'll see here, I did, of course, said I bought a scout in the last episode, and I did. We have a few guys who look pretty solid here, as you can see, so we'll see how these guys grow. I'm going to sign them up to our squad, sign them to our youth academy. We'll see what happens with them. Definitely would like to have, just some really solid, Dutch talent on our side is basically what I'm trying to say. Still have a very Dutch feel to our squad, but either way, we'll get into a squad reports now. Of course, Verhoeven has been tremendous so far. He's actually grown a bit despite being 34 years old, 66 overall. He's come up big for us. Fuentes has been great as well. Of course, being moved to right back, it's not his spot, basically, honestly, considering his crossing, but he's just so technically well-rounded. He's very good marking, as you can see, and just tremendous all around. But you see, Lewin went up, as well as Marquiet. But some good players, of course. Koum went up on this. Gomez has been great in his growth so far. Ayoub would like to see more growth from him, but it's not happened yet, unfortunately. But of course, Boymans, Ruben, Ramsoler, Savic has gone up. Verbeek, of course, with us all known. Some other players here you can see as well have not really featured at all. But either way, it looks like it's going to be a very interesting end to this season, essentially. We'll see what goes on here as we move on to the table. You can see Ajax actually moved up in front of us on points because of game in hand. It looks like we have a chance again to catch up to PSV, of course, and surpass Ajax as well. So we have to grab some 3 points in the next episode. Would love to have a 9-point episode, guys, in the next one. So we'll see if we can do that. Catch up to PSV, surpass Twente. That would be huge for us. So we'll see what happens, guys. Make sure you tune in, see what happens in the next episode, guys. Thanks, guys, for watching this. I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys later.